My dear Roxanne, the year is 2022 and the world has changed a lot in the last decade. Again, while you and I don't experience life, I can only imagine what some of the mortals might be feeling, thinking. Everything is faster now and it only seems to accelerate further, so if you do not wake soon, you might open your eyes to flying cars and mechanical limbs. I've had Alex select the most important events of the past 10 years for you, as I always do. Humanity, with or without our guidance, has achieved some amazing things. On the other hand, mass paranoia rooted in deep ignorance has caused so many deaths during the pandemic of the past 3 years, which in turn has made things difficult for us kindred. Lockdowns and conspiracy theories were challenging. The psychological effects, which altered blood as well, were no less so. As I record this, I fear that I too have changed. I am no less the passionate idealist who would walk through hellfire for his beliefs, no less than the man you've honored with your kiss. But I seem to seek said hellfire on purpose. I find myself terrified of the boredom of working in the shadows and long for danger and excitement. Oracle, save me, I've staked a baron for a racist slur. I feel my patience slipping away, being replaced by unwise impulses. I feel the call, as most of us do, and it's shifting. It's not just to the east, it's floating around like a veil on a breeze. Forgive me, I don't mean to ramble. You should know about what has changed in our world of darkness as well. The Camarilla is here now, not because they remembered me, not because one of the Parisian roses stumbled upon my name in some dusty old file, but because I could not help myself and took matters into my own hands. Baron Anton is gone. I impaled the damned sadist myself and fed him to a wolf. I then made preparations and sent word to Prince Vion, who promptly sent a blue blood to manage things here. She came with her entire office, and this is where it gets tricky, Roxanne. I like her. Despite the typical bureaucracy and pitfalls of etiquette or protocol, I believe Marie Claire genuinely wants to change the city for the better. However, I've taken the position of sheriff in exchange for handing her the keys to Bucharest. And I have a team of my own choosing, loyal and, even though young and untrained, rather effective. This worries me as well, for in such a short time I've come to care for them, all of them, despite none being of our clan. Perhaps this stems from my not siring anyone myself. I guess I instinctively want to protect them. We've been summoned tonight to the Prince's Palace in front of the Primogene Council, or the skeleton crew that wants to appear as one. The usual power plays, the usual banter, verbal dueling, etc. My kids made me proud, handling the situation like born diplomats, even when facing that La Sombre bastard Marie Claire brought along from France. It is the second time he openly showed aggression towards my boys and girls, and it is likely that the third time will be the last and the end of one of us. One of the barons also showed up, tried to join the Camarilla. I pinned the fucker to a wall with a chair leg, and the prince executed him herself, though she wasn't thrilled about breaking the rules of engagement. Still, 2 down, 3 to go. I have my own vision regarding these remaining foes, but I believe I will let the neonates play. Yes, it is dangerous, but also provides me that excitement I mentioned. And they've handled themselves admirably so far. They are fun to observe, Roxanne. I think you'd really enjoy it. The Malkavian is on the roof right now, getting her kicks loudly, thinking I cannot hear them. With Alex, after getting him high as a kite. The gangrel thinks I am unaware, but of course I know she's secretly on a date with one of our clan, a masquerade preacher. A likable one at that. This Deadly Rose, as he calls himself. The prince obviously wants him silenced, but even if I were so inclined, I do not think I could even touch this guy. He tries to come off as a young, reckless rebel. I think he's actually much, much older than anyone else suspects. As for the rest, they've gone to deal with yet another angel of issue. You remember Alexander, I'm certain. Well, one of his adopted children, again, is trying to undermine him, which, of course, in his eyes is worse than the actual atrocities she is committing. I'm not concerned about my team, though. I'm more curious to see how they will handle this. Whatever the outcome, the upcoming Elysium I suggested to the prince shall be a very juicy event. I shall log in the minutes for you. I miss you, Roxanne. I miss being inspired by you. And obviously, without you, I have stayed silent and will continue to ignore me for the foreseeable future. I don't want in, mind you. I just need a reminder of why I'm toiling so hard, swimming in its shark-infested waters. Protecting your kin helps, though, I admit. They are well, and they will be well for as long as I walk this earth, as I promised. And in your absence, I admit that their thriving brings me a spark of joy I wouldn't have even imagined. I hope you rise soon, my dearest. If not for me, then to stand witness to the insane task I am attempting, one worthy of Sisyphus himself. Until you do, I remain, as always, your faithful child and guardian. Rest well, Roxanne.